Be brave and have the tough conversations that need to happen to build positive cultures and improve student learning in our schools. All right. Well, thank you for letting me share. I want to take this opportunity to share a familiar theme, but to encourage all of you to take the risk and have the tough conversations that build a positive culture and improve student learning in our schools. My name is Finch. This is my fourth class with PTC. My first class was 2 years ago as I prepared to step into my current position as the elementary and middle school principal at Morrison Academy's Taichung campus in Taiwan. I learned much from this journey into leadership, but learning to engage in difficult conversations has benefited me, our school and its culture, and student learning tremendously. As a new principal, I was encouraged to build the social capital with my staff to have tough conversations and that they would come. The superintendent of our 4 schools, also a PTC grad, he really did this with both his words and his actions. So my first week as principal, an unexpected delivery of a shipping container showed up midday and was dropped off right in the middle of our primary driveway where parents would soon be picking up their children. I scrambled, sent out emails asking for any available staff to come and help us get it unloaded so we could get rid of it. Shortly after sending that email, our head of school showed up ready to move boxes. When I thanked him later, he said something that's really stuck with me. These small things that you do for others build relationship, and relationships make it easier to have hard conversations. He encouraged me to build relationships with staff because there were some really tough conversations that needed to happen on my campus. So I took both of these to heart. I invested in relationships with staff, and I took on difficult conversations, learning and growing with each one. During my first semester, it became clear that a negative climate had developed in our middle school. Gossip and negativity were spilling out in team meetings and impacting our new staff. I didn't want to have the conversation, but I knew I needed to. I made an appointment with a veteran teacher who seemed to be at the center of all of it. It was hard to start that conversation, but I jumped in and I did it. I made sure the teacher knew that I cared and that I didn't think the things that I had been hearing represented who they wanted to be as a teacher. The defensiveness broke and a lot came out. We made a standing appointment to meet weekly so this teacher could verbally process issues without any judgment. I set clear expectations that it was not appropriate to process these issues in team meetings and with our new staff. This conversation led to positive changes for both the teacher and our middle school team. The teacher no longer meets with me and now knows that their voice is valued and heard in our school and is a productive member of the team once again. Difficult conversations about student learning came, like another conversation with a longtime staff member who had lost their passion to teach, wanted to explore other paths, but didn't want to quit out of a sense of loyalty to the school. The teacher had been struggling and poorly performing for 5 years before someone came in and was willing to have a conversation about it. Now, that teacher is doing great and enjoying working with kids in one of those other paths. As a leader, teachers look to you to have difficult conversations. Be kind, show empathy, care for your staff, build the capital you need, but don't just let difficult situations grow and hope for a solution to appear. I leave you with this, my pearl of wisdom. Be brave and have the tough conversations that need to happen to build positive cultures and improve student learning in our schools.